want to look at the last central tendency called mode. In my last video, we looked at median for both grouped and ungrouped data. So just in case you've not watched that, you can just go back and do justice to it. We are going into mode straight away, and we said that mode is the item with the highest frequency in a distribution for ungrouped data. So when we have numbers appearing more than the others, then that is the mode. Okay, take this example. Determine the mode of the following. So we have two numbers here, or we have two distributions here. So the first one is 2, 3, 4, 2, 6, 2. And mode is saying that anyone that appeared more than the others happens to be the mode. So we see that number 2 is appearing 1, 2, 3. It appeared 3 times. Number 3 appeared just once. Number 4 appeared once. And number 6 appeared once. So our mode automatically is 2, because 2 appeared 3 times. Look at this second example, or second distribution. We have 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 appeared 3 times. Okay, we have 6. 6 appeared once. Number 2 appeared 1, 2, 3. Number 2 appeared 3 times. Number 4 appeared once. And number 5 appeared once. So our mode will be what? 2 and 3, because they both appeared 3 times. So our mode is 2, number 2, and what? 3. So this is what we call bimodal distribution. The reason why it's called bimodal distribution is because we have more than one mode in this particular distribution. So whenever we have more than one mode, say for instance 2, we can call it bimodal. So this is just an example for ungrouped data. We'll be going into grouped data for better understanding of mode. Let's finish that of ungrouped data. We want to look at mode for group data, and this is the formula for group data. We have L plus D1 all over D1 plus D2, all in brackets, multiplied by C. So what are all these variables? L stands for the lower class boundary as seen in the median class when we are calculating. D1 is equal to excess of modal frequency over the frequency of the class preceding the modal class. I will try my best to ensure this topic will be as simple as possible. Okay, and we are looking at D2 as the excess of modal frequency over the frequency of the next highest class. This will be very understanding when we get to the example we have at this other side of the board. And as we know, C is equal to what? The class interval of the modal class. So in mathematics, we don't talk too much, we only solve. You get? So let's see how we can use this formula to address the example we have here. Example 1 says, given the data, compute the mode. We have sales and we have the frequency. Like I said, this is a group data. So what we do, we have the frequency as well. Let's see how we can get what we need to get in order to solve the question. So the very first thing, remember we said that mode is that particular data that has more frequency. You understand? More frequency, or that number that appeared often. You get? So frequency usually gives us that particular number that appeared more. So when we look at this, we are just going to go to the frequency and pick the one that has the highest frequency. Which one has the highest frequency? 7 is the highest frequency, and it falls under 40 to 50. So we highlight this. This will give us our modal class, and this is what we are going to be solving. So what is L? From using our formula, mode is equal to, what is L? L is what? Lower class boundary. And from this, what's the lower class boundary? 40. Because I said that this is lower class boundary, this is the upper class boundary. So we have 40 plus, what is D1? We said D1 is the excess of modal frequency. So modal frequency, which is this 7 minus, let's say, over the frequency of the modal preceding the modal class. So it simply means that the frequency of the modal class minus the frequency before the modal class. And what is the frequency before the modal class? 3 is the frequency before the modal class. So we have 7 minus 3 all over D1 again, which is 7 minus 3. D1, which is 7 minus 3, we have that in brackets, plus what is D2? D2 is saying that essence of the modal frequency, see the modal frequency again, which is 7 minus frequency of the next highest class. What is the frequency? This, right? So it simply means that the frequency of the modal class minus the frequency after the modal class. You understand? So we have 5, because 5 is the frequency immediately after the modal class. So what are we going to be left with? We have 40 plus 7 minus 5. 7 minus 3 will give us what? Will give us 4. 7 minus 3 here as well will give us 4. Plus 7 minus 5 will give us 2. Will give us 2. So we'll be left with, let me quickly wipe off this part of the board. So we are left with, sorry, remember we have C. What is C? C is the class interval, which is 10. 50 minus 40 will give us what? 10. So we are left with 40 plus 4 over 4 plus 2, that's 6, and 10, right? So what do we have? So we can just say 40 plus 40 over 6. That is 4 times 10 will give us 40 all over 6. So by the time you divide this, we have 40 plus 40 divided by 6 will give us 6.67. Will give us 6.67. So by the time we do that, we have our mode to be equal to 46. That is 40 plus 6.67. That is 46.67. Our mode is equal to 46.67. So you see that this is very, very simple. All you just need to do is know the formula and know how to get the variables, and that's all. In case you have any question, you can just input it in the comment section. Do well to like and share my YouTube channel, and in case you have any friend that you want to share the link to, you can do well to do that, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you very much for joining today. Hope to see you in my next video.